What's up, Twitch and YouTube? It's MurphyD55 coming to you with another episode of The Northern. This is our third episode of the podcast, and we're going to be doing some sports talk, some lifestyle talk, a little bit about baseball today, too. We normally kind of stick with football and whatnot and some Madden stuff, but we're going to have a good one today, and we had some technical difficulties starting out, but I think we got ourselves an all-star panel right now. We got JG603 in the top corner in the Gronkamania shirt over there, wearing some of his nice merch over there with more of those collectibles in the background than I've ever seen anywhere. He's got one of the best stream setups out. JG, appreciate you coming through, man. The Too Sweet delegation is here. We got Haley Young, who's a variety streamer on Twitch. She's been really active in the Madden community lately, getting affiliated with a bunch of these cool folks that we have out here. Haley, appreciate you popping on last minute. Absolute W. I'll try to give you some context for all the sports stuff before I ask you anything too in depth. But I really appreciate having you on. We got Craigie58 in the bottom left corner, coming from across the pond. He was working the night shift tonight and decided to power through. And what time is it over there right now, Craigie? Is it like almost 11 p.m.? 11:30?
Oh, it's 12 minutes. 22 minutes to midnight.
Look at this, man. This guy is literally staying up, and he probably has to work tomorrow too. And he's up late just to be on the podcast. And I appreciate it, man. You're gonna knock it out of the park. And we got the people's champ himself, Rowdy Time, in the bottom right hand corner. Rowdy Time, thank you so much for coming through, and then not only coming through last minute, but having a fresh haircut and having your stream set up all fully lit up and looking fantastic. Well done, sir. You're always ready to go, aren't you?
Yeah, just 2 clicks of buttons.
Look at that, man. Rowdy is like he sleeps in his stream gear, man. I'm telling you, this guy is born for it. But guys, I'm really excited to get started here. We'll do a little bit of sports talk, and we'll mix in some questions that are not necessarily sports related to make sure that everybody in the panel's got a chance to share their wonderful personalities, because you guys are the show. I'm just here to moderate. The beautiful thing about this is, I use my voice all day long as a teacher, and I come home and the last thing I want to do is talk. So now I can just let you guys talk, and I just sit here and look pretty. So let's get this thing going. I'm gonna float up a few topics here. So let's start off with the first one of the day here. Last weekend, guys, we had some incredible football games. We had like an amazing game between the Packers and the Niners. The sloppy, like kind of an ugly meat grinder type game. And then the game that everybody was talking about was the Bills versus the Chiefs, which was, the late night game. Probably one of the most incredible things that I've ever seen. What are your guys' takes on that Bills-Chiefs game? Does anyone want to chime in first? We'll kind of go all over the place here.
I second what you said right there. It was just... it was, at least since I've been watching the NFL for the last 7-8 years, it's easily... I wouldn't say it's the best. It's the second best game I've ever watched in my life, behind the Rams-Chiefs game 3 years ago, I think it was.
Oh,
that game probably was still. It's probably still number one, but that game is like close to it. And considering that was also in the playoffs, not halfway through the regular season, I think that's definitely a close contender for one of the best things I've ever seen across any sport, let alone just the NFL.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Like I think honestly, it was even if you just tuned in for the fourth quarter, like you were in for a treat. But like it was just a rock'em sock'em, like back and forth. Two great quarterbacks. Like probably, I guess now most people would maybe say top 5 quarterbacks. I don't know if people are thinking of Josh Allen in that category now, if this was his like coming out party. But definitely like just pure entertainment, even for people who didn't watch sports. I had people at my work talking to me. And like people that had no business watching football, who have no interest in it whatsoever, and they were watching the game too, tuning in. JG,
same over here as well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's same over here. People who do not watch the NFL at all. Like obviously, I'm not even in America. Like who are like, yo, the playoffs this weekend were wild.
Yeah, it's transcendent. You're telling me. Yeah, exactly. Normally, when people say football, at your work, they're talking about European football, but last weekend, whole different ball game, right? Yeah, JG, what about you? Were you able to catch some of the game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I caught every game this weekend, of course, as a Pats fan and lifelong Bucks fan. I was, of course, very excited for those games. But that Bills Chiefs game, like the overtime, I'm sure we might mention here. But I think regardless of what may or may not have happened there, I think just something about watching that kind of scoring, I think everybody enjoys.
Yeah.
A lot of people say the worst Super Bowl was that, what was it, 13-3 Rams Pats, and I get that because defense ain't flashy, but something about these guys just throwing dots and just running the score up. I think part of it is being Madden guys. We kind of like that scoring, but it's just an awesome show, man. Awesome show. And yes, Treeman, I historically, whatever jersey I wear, that team will lose. I don't know what it is. I wore the Titans jersey. I wore the Packers jersey. I apologize. I wore the Bills jersey. It's not great.
Got a curse about him.
Not great.
Oh,
yeah, so I'll be busting out the Rams this weekend. Let's go Niners.
All right, I'm putting all my
Niners,
money.
Bengals.
I'm putting all my money on the Niners this weekend. Then let's go. Oh man, that's hilarious. And Haley, I know you said that you're not huge into sports. Do you watch or have any interest in football whatsoever?
I know how much a field goal is. Let's
go. Whoa, good enough. Let's see. You could just be saying that. How many points are we talking here? How much is a field goal?
Hey.
This could be.
No. Wait. So when somebody gets a touchdown, they can either go for a field goal or they can run the play again, right?
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Right?
2-point conversion.
So you got it. So when they get it, is it not doesn't the points not equal 7 or something? So
that's right. That's right. A touchdown is 6 points, and a field goal is an extra point that adds it to 7. So look at that. There we go. We had a lot of those extra points kicked in that game. Honestly, Haley, that's pretty good. I'm going to compare you to talking. See, look at that. Deekster in the chat says she knows more than JG 603, and I agree. Already you've trumped JG. He's getting slandered in the chat.
Down. I know. I used to play high school football. I was the punter. That was it. That's all I did.
Way. Oh my god.
On the football team.
That's actually wild.
That's awesome.
That's incredible. Honestly, we could have used a punter on my team. We never punted the ball. We went for it always on, third down for us because we played 3-down football in Canada. That's a whole other podcast that I don't want to get into. The Americans, don't look at me funny. But
Canada too. You forget.
That's right. Oh my God. So you would have been playing 3-down football too. Whereabouts are you from, Haley? Where in Canada? Toronto. We're literally in the same town right now, guys. We could be neighbors for all we know.
Way.
We could be neighbors for all we know.
You know Luch? I'm 20 minutes away from Luch.
No way. Oh my god, I grew up in Mississauga. So you're like Luch is up in what, Caledon, I think, so not too far at all. That's kind of wild.
I just know I'm at York University.
Nice. Oh my god, that's wild. It's a small world, eh? That's the one thing I love about Twitch. It's crazy to have these connections you make in here. We got Deekster in the chat right now too, who, another fellow Canadian who, it's just the more you kind of go into other communities and meet new people, the more you realize you have so much in common. It's kind of a beautiful thing, this community that we have going on here. And we got Rowdy Time. He's going over his notes down there for this game. He's looking up who won the game. He's trying to get some research in last minute.
Yeah, I'm looking up stats scores.
Let's go. Give me your take on the game. What were your thoughts on the Bills Chiefs? Were you pulling for anyone? What do you think of the on the field product?
I was pulling for the Bills because I can't stand Jackson Mahomes or Patrick Mahomes' wife at all.
God, terrible.
Yeah, okay. So glad we're all in agreement. Because last night I had to deal with someone who didn't think they do anything wrong. So that was a great argument to have. I wanted Josh Allen and the Bills to win, because of that. I wanted to see Yimmy and all our, fellow Bills fans happy, dancing around. Yimmy dancing in his little Bills PJs that he's probably got, his little pants he always be wearing.
Yeah.
It was a great game though. I agree with Craigie though. It's the third best game I've ever seen. The only two games I have above that are obviously the Monday night game between the Rams and Chiefs a few years ago, that Monday nighter. It was a foggy night. They put up 50 a piece, I think.
Yeah.
And then the second best game was the Patriots when they played the Seahawks, even though we threw it at the 1 yard line. But that is my second favorite game ever. It was just a great game overall. Classic.
I mean, that game, that moment, obviously completely remembered differently from the Seahawks fans and the Patriots fans. That was probably one of the biggest swings that I've ever had in emotion in one game, thinking that it was going to go one way and then having it absolutely flip on you in 1 second. And I know JG probably relishes that memory quite a bit.
Oh, the one though that I will never forget, as chat mentioned, the 28-3. That is the biggest roller coaster I've experienced in my life, because you're we're done. I'm outside. I'm just mad. I'm ugh. And then they score again. I'm okay. And then they score again. I'm okay. That was almost the Bucks almost did it to the Rams with the 27-3. And I'm just saying that would have been just perfect.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We could add
another Tom Brady comeback.
Could have Jimmy Garoppolo versus Brady. I think that would have been great. That would have been awesome. All the Patriots fans would be like, "Well, we screwed this one up."
Oh God, I know, but you know what? The funny thing is, Jimmy G's already been to a Super Bowl, and I still don't even look at him as an above average quarterback. Like, how is that the case? Like he
the defense, that defense has carried them to the Super Bowl.
His team is great.
The team around him is unbelievable.
I could get you a win or two. I'll just hand it off every time.
100%. And actually, I'm looking here right now in the chat, and DK Nice is chiming in from the sidelines. I know his PC has failed him, but he's saying, fun fact, the most watched football game ever was this weekend's game between the Packers and Niners. Can you imagine? I mean, that's wild.
I'm not surprised.
Okay,
this might be slightly biased because I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah.
But the slander from basically between now and Sunday on the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, which some of it, in all fairness, is kind of overdue.
Kind of fair.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's
apparently the Packers are the most hated team in the league. 100%.
Oh, bro. And I don't know how much of that is Aaron Rodgers kind of taking on this new personality of being like a hippie d-bag like this season, like with his little rat tail going on. Like, I don't know how much of it is Aaron Rodgers losing the crowd, but like I don't know, man. Packers are
hating. Dang it, Shailene Woodley.
Besides the Pats and the Cowboys, the Packers are next.
Oh, okay.
Wait, besides the Pats and the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are definitely number 2 behind the Pats.
It's true, and I think Twitch reflects that. I think the Packers don't get too much hatred on Twitch, not like the Cowboys. No. Like I'll be the first to admit the Cowboys get absolutely slandered on Twitch. Maybe it's because there's so many damn Madden streamers that are Cowboys fans. Luch and Adam, I'm looking at you guys.
I was just saying, just blame Adam. Just blame Adam.
Definitely
100%.
I will slander the Packers all day long. I've said this at the beginning of the year. They have one of the most toxic. I guess you could say like general managers and stuff like that, like higher ups and stuff like that. That run. I think they have a very
GM, but the front office.
That's what I mean. Like the front office, the front office as a collective. And I said at the beginning of the year, and people were like, "What do you?" They're like, the Patriots are more toxic, and I was like, "Listen, the Patriots get things done." I said the Packers are just toxic, and they can't win anything. So what are you really doing?
That's the thing. Like, do you hate the team that wins all the time, or the team that just really just can't do it? It's like, I don't know which is easier to hate. They're both hateable for sure. Yeah. Like the most talented person in the world, but they just can't put it together. Like, that's so frustrating to see. Yeah. Like, you can see the talent. You're like, you should have this.
You're telling me.
How much do you think that Aaron Rodgers wanted to be Matt Stafford this past year and just get traded to the Rams and have like that defense in place and have that receiving core? I bet you he wanted to be Matt Stafford.
I mean, you hold the opponent to 13. You got to put up more than 10 if you're, everyone loves Aaron Rodgers. People are comparing Aaron Rodgers to Brady. You can't do that. Yeah. You only put up
10. Okay, but I will defend. This is the only time that, in relation to the game, that I'm going to defend Aaron Rodgers. Is if you look at the box score, I'm going to call it. Mm-hmm. Everyone talking about, well, a few years ago, everyone was talking about, the Packers need that second guy. And then the last year and a half, everyone was like, actually, no, they don't. They need to worry about the defense. They need to worry about special teams. Yeah. Look at the freaking look at who got the targets. Aaron Jones had 9. Devontae Adams had 9. Mercedes Lewis had 1. Someone else had 1. No one else. Aaron, just for those that don't know, is a freaking running back. He's not even a wide receiver. So kind of proves the point again. Also, Aaron Rodgers didn't play, how he should play, but he wasn't as bad as some people were saying.
Yeah, and the Niners defense is probably one of the top units in the league. Like getting Bosa back this year from injury, like they're a scary good defense unit.
I agree. I was saying going into the league.
I just always thought, like we talked about this on last week's podcast, I said that I thought, that my argument was that every team in the playoffs, all you need is a defense and a quarterback. That's the only two things you need to have. And a defense, keep in mind, that's 11 players. Like that's a lot to ask. But the defense and a quarterback, I thought that the Niners didn't have a quarterback, and I thought that was going to hold them back. But I mean, here they are. We got the game coming up this week, and I think maybe now would be a good. I just want to share one story, guys, first before we move on from this game here. I was watching, and we talked about this in Discord. I was watching Goon Platoon stream during the KC Chiefs Bills game this past week, and he's a huge Bills fan. He's pushing for partner right now. He was super emotional, and I saw the pure joy. Like literally, he was in tears thinking that his Bills had won the game with 13 seconds left. He was hugging his wife. The whole house was like partying. I felt so happy for him, and I was like tears were welling up in my eyes. I was like, oh man, Bills Mafia finally getting over the hump of beating the Chiefs. And then I didn't even watch the end of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought it was over. I didn't know. and then I didn't get to see what Goon's end reaction was, and I want to go dig up the VOD and see how you go from that. Like honestly, for people with like heart issues, you cannot watch games like that. Like it's too much. It's too much intensity.
I've developed heart issues from just playing video games. Like I get anxiety now when it's like a close game. Like I'll be sweating, like like I'm clenched up and like I feel my heart pounding. And then either if I win the game, I'm like all stress is gone, or if I lose it, I'm like my heart's racing. I'm like feeling stressed. I'm like I need to just settle down for a minute.
And even like add that to being on stream too in front of people, and there's a whole other dynamic of like a little bit of extra pressure, even though we're all pretty comfortable in front of our streams and we've been doing it for a while. Like that there's definitely like a mental health and a physical health factor to playing all these video games. Hey Haley, have you found like I know you don't play Madden. I'm assuming you don't play Madden, but do you get similar like anxiety when you're playing video games?
Yeah, especially because like I play COD, so it's like we have a whole team, and then half your team is dead, and you're the last one alive, and you have to go through like a 1v5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That at that point you're just like praying. Like, what's your mindset when you're in a 1v5? Are you in a voice chat with the people that you're playing with most of the time?
Yeah, and it's usually people that are like really good, and it's like, wow. So my KD is like nowhere near your guys's, and when you all die, you all are good. So what do you think I'm going to do with this team?
Yeah.
Like,
it's intense. Like COD is a game where like I enjoy playing it like in Discord with like my buddies. Like I think I played with JG one time. Maybe it was who did I play? I played JG and Savart one time. And or maybe
and it was you, me, Civ, and customs.
Yeah, and it was fun playing with you guys because you guys are awesome, and I could just like I was like, what the hell, like we're doing really well here, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But like playing on my own in COD, it does give me anxiety. Like I'll play one game, I'll load into it, and I'm like, as soon as I'm out there in a building with nobody to cover my back, I'm like, I'm out of here. I can't do this. This is too intense for me. Even though it's like virtual, there's nothing on the line.
You lose a head-to-head in Madden, all right. You just lost. You lost for yourself. You lose in Warzone, you just lost for your whole team. It's a tough feeling being that last person alive.
You lose in
Warzone. Everyone's watching you. Streams watching you. Your teammates are watching you. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Especially when your teammates are streaming it, so like their stream is watching you too.
And you do something dumb, and now you're like, oh boy, it's getting clipped. Way to go, Jay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in that situation, and I fell off the map, and I did not hear the rest of it. I fell off the map walking backwards.
That sounds like something that I would do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the worst player out there. I'd rather fall off the map than have to come into close quarters combat with some of these people out here in COD. Some of these 12-year-olds that are demons. But guys, let's move on to predictions maybe for the games coming up this week here. So we've got a game coming up between Cincy and Kansas City. Who wants to give me their predictions on? Maybe we'll start with JG in the top corner and we'll work our way around. Give me a prediction and tell me why you think that team is going to win.
So, JG, it's really easy here. So I want the Bengals to win, which means the Chiefs are definitely going to win this one. Like, no questions asked. I'm just not a big fan of Kansas City, mainly because the Tyreek Hill thing I'm not a big fan of. For those who know, I'm not going to rehash that thing. I don't know. Don't love that situation. Plus, I think the Bengals are a fun story. Yeah. When I haven't won a playoff game in like 30-something years, you got Joe Burrow coming in swagged out with the shaded glasses on, just looking awesome. Something about that team's fun to me. And there's nothing not fun about the Chiefs, but also there's a little bit of me as a Pats fan that's like, let's keep Andy Reid and Mahomes away from winning while we still can. Let's do that one.
Yeah.
Little bias.
I think we can see Mahomes potentially winning multiple rings, and I think I could see why a Patriots fan like yourself might not want to let him into a conversation that maybe you might one day be in. Nice. Haley, do you have any predictions on this game coming up between the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs? Who are you putting your money on here?
Chiefs is the red and white team, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. This could be fashion. This could be a fashion-based decision.
This is definitely fashion-based.
They're going to win.
Let's go. Red and white.
Are you not a fan of stripes? Are you not a stripes type of lady? Do you not like stripes on anything?
I don't even know what the other team is.
The Bengals have like orange and black stripes.
They're like probably, orange.
Yeah.
They're like tigers.
They're like
cool.
tigers.
It's like a tiger
they have like
jersey.
stripes.
Yeah.
They have like stripes.
Okay, so wait. This is going to make it. So when you open Madden and that guy on your screen on the left-hand side, is he on the Chiefs?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
They're going to win. They are going to win.
I mean, he's on the cover of the game, guys. They don't just put like some geek off the street on the cover of Madden. He's got to know what he's doing. Hey, there you go. That's honestly that. And I think you picked the right answer, too. I'm not going to lie. We have 2 for KC so far. I know, Rowdy, you had some very strong opinions about the Kansas City Chiefs. Can you tell us about your predictions and what you'd like to see happen this weekend?
I got to put the swag on just like my boy Joe Shiesty, all right?
Oh, no.
I got to put the swag on for this one.
Turn my swag on, baby.
Listen,
turn me up.
Yeah, turn that swag all the way up to 11 for my boy. Listen, Joey B, right, and Jamar Chase are a great duo, all right? Now, listen. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, that's cool and all. That's fine. But they ain't got the swag like the boy Joe Shiesty Burrow, okay? All right? That man's a legend, all right? He's going to walk in there. He's going to like, that's crazy y'all got all this talent. But you're not Joe Burrow. None of y'all are named Joe Burrow. But you know who is Joe Burrow? You know who is Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow. So for that reason, I'm going with the Bungles, okay? The Bungles are going to take this game, all right? And they're going to be going dancing to the Super Bowl. And all you people who think that the Chiefs are going to win, you're wrong, all right? They're going to be, he's going to hit the gritty. Jamar Chase is going to hit the gritty in the end zone, and he's going to wave at Kansas City, and he's going to wave at Patrick Mahomes' wife and his dumb brother and say, bye-bye, go home, cry in your pillow tonight because you ain't spraying champagne on nobody this time around.
That's damn. School hype's
my man just cut a wrestling promo, bro.
I was gonna say, man, bro,
Water Rumbles this Sunday. Fucking hype me up.
We gotta change these camera configurations. I gotta slide Rowdy over into the main screen after that one. I think honestly, I gotta put you in. You gotta host this bad boy because I'm fired up right now. I was going with Chiefs Nation, and now I'm thinking how can Joe Shiesty lose? Honestly,
I tell you what, brother.
yeah. We got the Hulk Hogan in the building, man. Honestly, the Macho Man Randy Savage vibes. Honestly, I do think they're like a super fun team to watch. I love teams that kind of cut loose. Like I feel like the Saints locker room is one of the craziest locker rooms like that. I feel like the Bengals have kind of harnessed that kind of vibe where guys are like out there doing crazy dances and have fog machines going and Burrow's smoking cigars, even though he looks like he's 12 years old. Like he's got a perfect baby face. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be an entertaining matchup, but so far we're outweighed here. We got either a tie coming up or it's going to be a 3-1 flood here, depending on what our guy Craigie says. Craigie, what's your opinion about the Cincy KC game?
Lock in the tie, baby. Lock in the tie. I want the
Let's go.
Hey, let's go. I knew I always like Craigie for a reason, baby.
We're locking in the tie. Let's go.
He probably was rocking Chiefs before I cut that WrestleMania
honestly,
58 promo.
Honestly, I was like, I'm still either way. I hope it's a great game. I hope we get freaking Bills Chiefs part 2. That's what I want.
Yes.
But the game that they had in the regular season, I think towards the second half of the season was fucking great. And the Bengals won in KC in the regular season. I think they're gonna do it again. Rowdy's got me hyped. One of my best mates is actually a Bengals fan who's been depressed for years. So as times things change around here.
Yeah,
Joey B's going to the Super Bowl.
Let's go. Hey, man, and how old is Joe Burrow? 23, 24 at this point? He's
something like that. Yeah,
he's
very
super young. He's honestly,
makes me feel like I'm doing a lot.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah. Oh god, I don't even look at the ages of NBA and NFL players anymore at this point. It just makes me realize
25
that I can barely play sports safely, let alone at a professional level. Like for me, I'm worried about getting injured. Appreciate the hype in the chat, by the way. My guy JG is just instigating stuff out here. But honestly, like we got a 2-2 split here. Maybe I can be the tiebreaker then. Is that a thing? Can I be a tiebreaker? Is that allowed?
I guess we're allowed.
It's your show.
Who makes the rules for this thing? Oh, what do you say, Haley?
I said if you pick the right team, you can.
All right. Pick the right team here. I guess we got to leave it up to a coin toss here. No, I will not bet against the Chiefs. I'll tell you what. I just put all of my predictor tokens on the Chiefs, and so I'm fairly certain the Chiefs are gonna walk away with the W here. Not just because I see my guy, that dude Frajola is in the chat, who's a big time Chiefs Nation or Chiefs Kingdom fan, but at the same token, I put all of my predictor tokens on the Packers last week to win, and I walked out of there with 8,000 coins. So I've been known to pick wrong before. So we'll call it a win for the Chiefs here. But honestly, I think we all want, what Craigie was saying. We all want to see a Bills Chiefs Volume 2 and just be super entertained. Especially for people like me whose team has not even made it into the playoffs. So I really have nothing at stake here. Now moving on to the second game here, we got the battle of Cali right here. We got LA versus San Fran. This one seems on paper fairly lopsided. Let's go reverse order this time here. Let's let JG be the anchor here, and let's start off with Craigie. So he doesn't just fight for a tie here at the end. we got to let him get his honest opinion this time. Craigie,
my honest opinion, don't care, heck them both. Hey both. No, I'm joking.
Let's go. Shots fired at the NFC. He's an NFC Packers.
NFC North guy. Yeah. I mean, speaking of the NFC East, this is a crazy stat which I saw the other day. I think it's since 2008. Every team in the NFC East has made the NFC Championship at least twice since so in the last 13 years. Each team has made it at least twice.
That's wild. Who's in that division? NFC East, off the top of my head. So that's Eagles,
Cardinals, Hawks.
Oh no, West.
Cardinals, Hawks.
West.
NFC West. I was gonna say
West. My bad.
He's so far east that this is east to him. He's
exactly. Exactly.
The globe is aligned differently. No, the NFC West. Like,
the NFC West. Yeah.
This division is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. The Cardinals, Seahawks, and then the Rams and the 49ers. The Rams are the only ones that hadn't done it twice until they're now in it the second time.
That's
around.
That is really wild.
Yeah, in 13 years, like that's crazy.
Crazy consistency. Imagine like being in that division. Like honestly, I feel like I've got it bad enough being in the NFC North with Aaron Rodgers being in our division for like the last 10 plus years. But that I would not want to face any team.
Yeah, the West. It's wild. Yeah, but my prediction is now that the Rams have decided that the 49ers are not allowed a single fan in the building. Take the 49ers.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking the 49ers, yeah. One, because it means that the team that went to the Super Bowl beat the Packers, which means we lost to the best team. I'm going with that.
Selfish.
Weak, selfish mentality.
Yeah.
Also, I've been saying, you mentioned it with the defense. I kind of said it at the beginning of the year because of how, I guess you want to say, terrible and underwhelming their season was last year, but that's because of injuries. I feel like everyone was forgetting about how good that team was when they went to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been saying that, like, if the defense stays healthy, Jimmy G has to be remotely average, and they're going to be good because the run game's great, and particularly with Deebo Samuel, who is one of the best like overall weapons to have on a team. He's a great wide receiver. He can run the ball as well. Yeah. I'm going to take the 49ers. Even though, as I say, I don't actually mind who wins the game, but I'm going to take the 49ers.
Let's go.
Deebo Samuel, actually, if I'm correct, is banged up right now. I don't know what his status is.
I saw that. I saw that he's on the injury report, so I don't know.
And I tell you what, that's a big part of that team right there. So we'll see. Interested to see how that happens. Trent Williams too big on their left tackle there.
Is this the team of the year curse, guys? Is there a team of the year curse now that I don't know about? Where everybody gets a card, gets freaking injured immediately? That's crazy. Both those guys.
I'm not against that. That's a great idea because the Cowboys got like 95 freaking team of the year. So good. Yeah. Send them off.
There you go. Hopefully it continues into next year for them. Yeah. And what about you, Rowdy Time? What's your opinion on this game here? Are you going to go counter culture as our guy Craigie did over there and just flip the script?
If you think I'm going to go not Niners, you obviously have not been following me this entire football and heard me on at least one sports podcast.
Yeah.
We all know my hatred for the Rams and how the Rams are frauds, and they're still frauds, okay? The Rams have to literally win a Super Bowl to shut me up. And even then, they still might not shut me up. You might still hear me screaming from the rooftops, okay, of the Empire State Building, all right? At the top of my lungs that the Rams suck and they're frauds because they are. They almost choked the game away, okay? All right. Matthew Chokeford, okay, almost choked the game away. against the Bucks right over there.
Matthew Chokeford. I had to think who you were talking about there. Matthew Chokeford? That's not a name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You made that up now. I've never heard anyone call him Matthew Chokeford.
Yeah, that's right. I just made it up and we're rolling with it. I'm putting T-shirts out this weekend, all right, after they lose.
Let's go.
Listen, the Rams don't stand a chance, okay? Give me the Niners and my boy Deebo Samuel, South Carolina made talent, okay? Absolutely the best overall weapon in the NFL, in my opinion. All right. Give me Jimmy G. They go into the Super Bowl. Jimmy G's going to take one of his 5 girlfriends or something to the Super Bowl, fly him out, give him a nice hotel, and then they're going to watch him probably win the Super Bowl. So yeah, there you go. That's the hot take right there. Rams suck. They're frauds. They don't stand a chance.
I like it. Even if you say something wrong, if you say it with confidence, I mean, there's power in that. There's power in those.
It's like if you're ugly, as long as you're confident, you can still pull.
Hey, facts, big facts right there, guys. This is we're getting life advice in here too. But you're looking fresh right now with the haircut. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not gonna. JG's dying over there. Yo, well said, Rowdy
Tom. You can pull just the way you said it, though.
Absolutely, he's got swag. He's kind of like a Joe Shiesty light, if you want to call him that. To be honest, with the shades and everything. Haley, do you have any opinions on this Battle of California here? LA Rams, San Francisco 49ers. What are you thinking?
Oh, okay. I'm getting cheats right now.
Oh, let's go. Researching ESPN.com. Pull up or Pro Football Focus.
A lot of people are saying Rams. Don't come for me, Mr. Sunglasses Guy.
Mr. Sunglasses Guy.
You ain't got a name no more, right?
Everybody's saying Rams. I don't know what's going on with the people on my podcast. It's Rams is the easy answer. Everyone's saying Rams.
So, and because you called them a fraud, we do scam. We scam over here a lot. Channel points, hours. So I'm gonna have to take the fraudulent team.
Let's go, the Rams. We got one for the Rams, guys. I like it. Literally just to spite Rowdy and Craigie, which is even better. Honestly, who said this had to be based on fact? I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that pick right there. And honestly,
what color do they wear? What color do
the Rams wear? They actually did a rebrand. You might like their new jerseys. They did a whole new set of jerseys this year. I swear to God, they have one jersey that's like the color is kind of like a white tan color. Like, have you seen those? Like, they got these crazy silicone looking letters on them. They're mostly blue and yellow is the main colors, and white.
Okay. What's the other team's colors?
The other team's colors.
You said you're a Golden State fan. Blue and yellow, perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It's Golden State colors. There you go. We don't even need to go into the Niners colors.
Yeah, we don't need to know about the other team.
Yeah, because that would change your answer. Because I know you're a fan of red, and then they do wear red. But I don't want to. I want to try and see if we can get another split here.
Golden State. It's okay.
Let's go.
Fraudulent team. We're going with it.
I like it. And JG, where do you stand on this issue here? Who do you think is going to take it this weekend?
Oh, where do I stand on the issue? We're definitely getting a Mr. Sunglasses Guy emote.
Let's go. Oh my God, we need it.
Yeah, Darby,
we need it. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Absolutely.
So, you like facts, and we're not getting facts for sure. We don't need those here. No. Not a big Rams guy. I'm a Boston guy, so just by default, I'm not going to like LA. I'm not going to like New York. Yeah. So I want the Niners to win, which for that fact alone means the Rams are definitely winning. Yep. Same as the other game. Whatever team I want to win, they will lose. Yep. The Rams by 20. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to look terrible. Stafford's going to look... You know what? I don't like the Rams, but I like Stafford. I respect the guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We'll take it. Sure, but yeah, without a doubt, the Rams will win only for the fact that I'm rooting for the other team. Yep, 100%.
Absolutely. Yep. So if we see JG on stream on Sunday and he's rocking a Niners jersey, you know that the Rams are going to flood. 100%.
Yep.
That seems to be the meta over there. That's why my guy Stoney05 used to not stream during he used to always stream during the Vikings games because he felt like they had a better chance of winning when he was not watching. That's true.
He would wear his Seahawks jersey. Yep. That's a smart play. That's a smart play.
It's honestly probably the smartest thing out there. But imagine never being able to enjoy your team's success because you're so invested in them being successful. I love it. That's a true fan move right there.
I tell you what, as a Pats fan, I didn't appreciate it enough while I was still here. I tell you what, I took it for granted.
You were spoiled, sir. You were spoiled.
Roll out of bed, stretch. That's the AFC East for this year.
Yep, exactly. And now you got a new sleeping giant in these Bills that finally had their kind of coming out party. Obviously, though, it could be like Jordan, like the Josh Allen Patrick Mahomes type rivalry. Could be kind of like a Jordan, with Karl Malone and Stockton, where they never win a championship because they have this crazy generational talent that they can't get past. I don't know. Well, it remains to be seen.
I mean, it really is awesome for the Bills. It's just like the Jim Kelly Bills all over again, but instead of losing 4 straight Super Bowls, they're losing before they get there. It's awesome. It's great. Good for them.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, this is a hot button topic here. This has been like all over Twitter today, and with the Hall of Fame voting happening, and the biggest news being that Barry Bonds has now been locked out. He's been up for induction for too many years now, and now he's officially blocked out. His name is no longer going to appear on the ballot. Where do you guys stand on Barry Bonds? Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Who wants to kick this one off? We can start in a new spot here. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? I would go with Craigie.
I'm so ready to go here.
Craigie had to research this because Craigie only watches. Whoa, CJ Sauce coming through with 118 people right now. Let's go, CJ. What?
Let's go, CJ.
CJ, what? CJ says Craigie should be in the Hall of Fame. Let's go. What a way to start things off.
Oh, look at CJ not choosing.
Put JG in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Oh my lord, CJ, appreciate the love, my dude. Holy cow. Let's get a little bit of hype in the chat from my guy CJ Sauce. Appreciate you all coming over from the raid, guys. I don't normally break character. This is podcast Murph here. I normally pretend that the chat doesn't exist, and then I read it afterwards, and I say, oh, wow, I should have timed out that person. But today I'm going to make an exception here. Appreciate everybody coming through in the raid. We got 4 great streamers. I'm going to do a little reintroduction here because we got 4 of you guys, and then we'll get into this hot button issue here. But we got my guy JG603 at the top. You guys all know and love him. We got Haley Young, variety streamer, who popped in here last minute, saved our bag when we were looking like we were down bad there with some tech issues. We got Rowdy Time, who muscled his way onto this podcast. God knows how he was able to do that. This guy's the force of nature down there. I'm going to call him Skip Bayless time now, I think, honestly, with some of the takes that I've been hearing from him today.
Or sunglasses time. Sunglasses guy, whatever you want.
Sunglasses guy.
Yeah, we got sunglasses guy on the bottom over here. And then we got our guy Craigie, who's burning the midnight oil right now to be on here, fighting against exhaustion and still looking great and giving. He's about to give us some really hard hitting sports news right now. This is a man who has probably never watched a baseball game in his life.
No.
Chime in.
Craigie's lying. He's watched baseball his entire life. He's a baseball connoisseur.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's European baseball. They use their feet and they kick it in a big net. This is different. Yeah,
the movie Moneyball was actually about Craigie.
He's played a bunch of Mario. He's played a ton of Mario baseball. Yeah. He's played a ton of Mario baseball, so he's fine.
Exactly. So what I was going to say was
mostly he gets it. All right, Craigie.
Some of you know, big MLB streamer during the summer. Definitely not. I was the worst player you've ever seen in your life. But anyway, I'm definitely not reading these stats. I know these stats off by heart. Should Barry Bonds be in the Hall of Fame? Was he snubbed? Damn right he was snubbed. He should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. No questions asked.
No questions asked.
The reason why is because 14-time All-Star. Already massive W. 7-time National League MVP.
He's reading off a screen. Turn off his monitor, guys.
My camera's here. 7-time National League MVP.
Presented by Wikipedia and Google, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, presented by.
Bro, he's got some with cue cards back there.
Craigie's using Bing. He's not even using Google. No, okay.
Bro said Bing.
Oh, I did say Bing. I'm sorry.
Christ.
I take it back.
Oh God.
I take it back.
He has. What's it like? Bro, 2,558 walk-offs. Like, I mean, is there enough said? Enough said.
Wait. No, that's made up. Please tell me that's made up. 2,500 walk-offs. That's impressive. That gets him in the Hall.
2,558 career walks.
Exactly, sorry, and that's a fact, guys. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Read. That's definitely real. Let's go. So you're saying he's a shoo-in. Now, are you 100%. Aware? Craigie, are you aware of the Balco scandal and the idea that this man put on 300 pounds of muscle in one off season late into his 30s? Like, what do you think? Do you think that steroids impacts your decision at all?
No.
Let's go. I like it.
Let's go, Craigie. Fire me up, Craig.
Let's go around it.
No. Let's go.
The simple answer is no. And the reason why is because, okay, Morg, to answer your question, what a walk-off is, I'm going to walk you off to the gulag in a minute. Shut your mouth, okay?
Oh, shit. Let's go. I love it. Shots fired from Craigie.
My question is, because, obviously massive MLB baseball
huge
fan
MLB
here.
guy.
How far into his career was it when, the Royd allegation happened?
like towards the end, like in the twilight of his career, like when most people.
Yeah, that's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Say no more. They're all bitching about a bad decision he made at the end of his career. Lock him in the Hall of Fame now.
You know what? I'm not even going to give any context here. I'm gonna let the panelists do the work here, and I'm just going to sit around and then if I think anything has been missed out on, I'm going to chime in at the end here. Let's go. Let's go rowdy time. The bottom row is the insane row here, and then the top is where we get the level-headed opinions coming in here. Rowdy time. Well, what are your thoughts on the Juice Man, Barry Bonds?
The Juice. Listen. The Juice Man. All right, as OJ Simpson would be called, the Juice is loose. Listen, yes. The Juice should be loose all up in the Hall of Fame. All right, take it how you will. Okay, listen. That man should, be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care what you say. Oh, well, he took steroids. Okay, you still have to make contact with the baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, the man still has to hit a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Now, granted, you might say, well, the roids helped him push it out of the stadium further. Well, I don't care. He was still an amazing player before he took the roids. And you can say whatever you want. But there's another player that got in the Hall of Fame, okay, that has been proven that he took in roids, okay?
Say
and his name goes by Big Papi, okay? He has been proven that he had taken roids, okay? And he got in the Hall of Fame, okay?
Oh, no.
Because Barry Bonds did more in his career. He saved the game of baseball. Big Papi didn't do that, okay? All he did was help make Boston fans even more annoying than they already are. That's all he did in his career.
Oh, no.
JG?
Oh, we're going straight to JG after this. We're going straight to JG after this.
Listen. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. The man broke the record for most home runs ever, and he saved the baseball. Without him, baseball is probably dead right now, okay? The only people that probably go to baseball games at this point are probably 85-year-old men, okay, who can't remember what's going on, and every time they're looking at each other like, what's the score again? And they're like, and then their young grandson, like, yo, Grandpa Eugene, the score is like 2-3 because that's like a normal like baseball score because it's low scoring, okay? That Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, and if you think different, you're wrong, okay? Because I want to see you take roids and see if you can hit 70 home runs in a season.
I will do it. I'm doing it now.
I bet you can. You'll get hit by the baseball 70 times because you're probably bad, but you know what? You're not hitting 70 home runs guaranteed. Case closed.
Wow.
Rowdy, do me a favor. Detach your mic, drop it, and walk out the building. Well said. Well said, Rowdy.
Holy shit.
Shades off, baby. Shades off. Sunglasses man has spoken.
Somebody send this to Barstool, guys. This is insanity right here. We got to go. Okay, there was a lot said there. And there was a shot fired that maybe didn't need to be fired on there. And I want to go to JG603 here and see what he has to say. First of all, can we address the David Ortiz comments, the Big Papi comments?
The allegations are disrespectful, chicanerous, and deplorable, sir. I tell you what. So, admittedly, he did get hit in 2003, but by most accounts, it has been proven that wasn't actually steroids, it was something else, and he was never popped again. But okay. I will admit that he did all of a sudden get really big, and he wasn't great with the Twins. He was good in Boston, where he also played with known steroid user Manny Ramirez. But Big Papi's the man. He's a demon. Was never officially proven. Now, for this Barry Bonds situation, I get it. I totally get it why some of these voters are like, bah humbug, man, you roided up. I get that. I totally get that. Because, cheating is cheating. And as a Pats fan, I can tell you a thing or two about cheating. And,
yes, you can.
I don't think all cheaters are made equal. What I will say about Barry Bonds is I think he had the talent without the steroids. Would he have hit 700? Probably not. But I think he would have had some good numbers. I think the steroids will take a good player, make him great, a great player, make him legendary. Yeah. But you can't just shoot me up with roids and tell me to go hit 70 home runs. It's just not happening. It just, I can't, it's not going to happen. So I totally get the whole, he cheated. But at the same time, I think a lot of guys in the Hall of Fame did cheat. Yeah. I think that they're being kind of nitpicky with the whole thing. And I think at the end of the day, do his records stand? Yes. So then why isn't he in the Hall of Fame? Now, if you want to get rid of all his records, I'm fine with that. But you got to be consistent. If he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame, then how are you going to let his records stand? It seems like there's some kind of double standard going here that is just weird. You got, Pete Rozane in there. That Hall of Fame just lost a lot of credibility. And the thing is, these guys can get in through the veteran leadership panel or whatever, but that's not the same, man. If you have if Brady for some reason wasn't in the Hall of Fame, Is it really the Hall of Fame? You got the guy who's done the most for your support in the recent time frame. Like, it's just weird to me. You know, I think something's going on there where baseball's trying to avoid something. It just seems weird.
Well,
something ain't right.
Baseball, the Baseball Writers Association, these writers who are given votes too. From what I've heard, it's such an old boys club there, and it's very much like there's a lot of people who, no matter how good the player is, they will never vote for them their first time up for the ballot. So literally, they throw out their logic and they say, "I don't care. You gotta serve your time and all this stuff." Like I've heard a lot of stories about guys who, no matter who it is, it could be literally like, well, Barry Bonds, for example. It could be anybody, and they're not going to vote for them. It doesn't matter what their stats were, what their character was. So you know, like I think, and by far, I think baseball is the hardest Hall of Fame to get into because I think longevity isn't as valued as like you have to be, you know, have a long career and also a super dominant career, and it is incredibly difficult. Now Haley,
something else. Sorry, just 2 seconds, really quick. Something that's really crazy too about the Hall of Fame is they don't have a set number of people joining each year, which I think is also part of the problem. Ortiz is going in by himself this year. They could have not had anyone go in, and in my opinion, I like where NFL, you know, they have a set number, you know, 5-6 people, get them in, because it's weird to me. He's the only guy going in a Hall of Fame for this year. You could have had
exclusive. Yeah.
It's weird because, like you said, and literally the voters, they intentionally will not vote a guy in first ballot until Mariano Rivera, who did get in, I believe, nearly unanimous.
Yeah.
But it's just it's so weird. Like if you're gonna have the writers vote, and they're fans of the sport.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like they're fans of the sport. It feels like they're trying to protect something that's not there, is what I'd say.
I like it. This tradition, this legendary tradition. And honestly, guys, if you're going to talk about David Ortiz not deserving to be in the Hall of Fame, the real answer is because he doesn't have a position. And honestly, I think that's why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. But he's in it. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's garbage. Fair. I think DH is a legit thing. I'm trolling. I think being an offensive player of his caliber for so long, like I know as a Jays fan, I've seen him take us over the monster like way too many times, or you know.
And like, it sounds bad, but I feel like what he's done off the field is a part of it too. Like I hate to say it, but the whole Boston Marathon thing, he was a big part of that city, man. Like. That's going to affect some guys. Then you have a guy like Curt Schilling who's kind of hated by everyone.
Yes.
Despite what he did to our city, he's a hated guy. He's not going to get in there. You know, he was awesome for the city. Borderline player, but I think when you're off the field is overshadowing you're on the field. I think that's a big part of this, you know, honorable Hall of Fame. They want to try to make things it's weird though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a good point. Curt Schilling, I just think of as a bloody sock. Every time I think of Curt Schilling, I think of the sock, which is still like, I think
it's iconic. It's iconic.
Yeah. And I think that sock should be on a display in the Hall of Fame. I think, you know, like I think there's so many things that can be Hall of Fame worthy moments, but it doesn't necessarily translate to a Hall of Fame worthy career. I think there's different, you know, you can draw a line there at some point. Now, Haley, do you have any opinions? Do you think that players on steroids should be allowed into the Hall of Fame? What do you think?
Thanks for rewording the question.
Yes, I figured. What do you think these juicers, these cheaters, should be allowed into the Hall of Fame? The hardest Hall of Fame to get into. What are your opinions?
Honestly, I don't think so, because there's a lot of talented people out there that have real talent that don't need to pump up on steroids, don't need to cheat and do all this stuff, and they go very, very unnoticed. So like, even though you might be really big and quote unquote good at the sport, but you're like pumping steroids, that you're kind of taking like a light and shine away from another player that's really good but nobody knows about because they're underrated.
Yeah, I can see that. I see, like, you know, basically, bottom line, if the MLB had actually had a legitimate testing program in place back then, I'm sure that Barry Bonds would have been snubbed well before the 73 home run season, well before he went on to dominate the league for, you know, the twilight years of his career when everybody else is getting terrible and he's getting better like that. You know, that is, but I mean, I've seen with Jose Bautista, who was never linked to steroids. I saw him get really good late in his career too. So, you know, it's interesting. I personally don't know if I definitely think Barry Bonds needs to be in the Hall of Fame, because I know that for a fact there's other guys who have juiced who are in the Hall of Fame, and he's the best of all the guys who juiced, and it's not even close. and like Rowdy Time mentioned, he was already on a Hall of Fame track before the steroid allegations started. He was a Gold Glove center fielder, multiple time All-Star, great batting average. He already did hit for pretty good power anyways, just not inhuman power, like that nobody's ever seen or ever will see again. I don't think.
I think we just want to see consistency. You know, if you're gonna let him do it, let him do it. If you're not, take the records away, take all the rings. You know, take all that stuff. You know,
you also got to
let him. If you want him to juice up and go hit 700-yard home runs, go for it. But you got to be consistent.
On their refs.
There's also other players that are clearly. There's other players that have also clearly used roids, and I guess just like and the MLB knows it. But they're not gonna like call them out. But it's Barry Bonds, so you call them out, and like Sammy Sosa. And I'm just
hey man, you got caught. You know,
I mean, granted, but I've always said this: everyone cheats in sports. All right, whether you want to think it or not, everyone cheats. Okay, it's just who gets caught and who doesn't. But my problem is the MLB knows everyone's doing it. Right? You want to pick and choose who you want up there because the old geezers up in the Hall of Fame, all right, that are like 80 years old, are like. He flipped his bat. I don't think he should be in the hall.
I hate it so much. Yeah, that
flip whole... that into the stratosphere. Throw a couple freedom rockets. I don't care, bro.
Yeah,
you just hit a home run. Throw a better pitch, buddy. Like I don't care, man.
Exactly.
Have a dang tea party. Like I don't care.
Yeah, I think you know for some reason for the MLB, like JG kind of alluded to this whole thing of them trying to protect something that no longer exists. It's like you know the tradition and the pageantry and the old boys club of baseball still exists, and that's probably why the numbers in baseball are dwindling. It's like let's make baseball fun. Why are we having a war on fun in baseball? And I think finally with this new generation of like you know players like Tatis and like you know all these great young you know Vladdy Guerrero, like letting them actually show their personality on the field. Like how did we think that players having a personality was a bad thing for all this time? Right. You know the NBA embraces their players' personalities. You know the NFL is getting there. The NFL was also the no fun league for a while too, but you know, I think
more like it.
Yeah, I think the more bat flips, the better. I want people to bat flip after getting a bunt single. I don't care. I want to see it, man. I want to see those things fucking swirling through the air, 100% of the time.
Right. Dude's cartwheeling his way to first base.
Like as a wrestling fan, you know what takes a decent wrestler and makes him great? Charisma. You know, something to make you feel like this guy's got something special. You know, you let these guys act out a little bit, man, show that personality. But the problem can also be, though, sometimes the personality, like Antonio Brown, that's not the personality we want. Can we have the other type of personality? But I definitely think that these leagues got to stop trying to shut down these guys. I think we as a society, we're kind of at a point where we're going to show off. You know, we want to, we want that pizzazz.
You need a little razzle dazzle, baby.
Yeah, a little razzle
dazzle. Who's complaining? Except for the high-ups in the league about people celebrating. Who's complaining? We love it.
The relief pitchers who give up the walk-off home runs, I guess. Maybe them too, but honestly, like
they
throw a better pitch.
Right? That's like their problem.
Well, maybe if they didn't cork the baseballs allegedly, or whatever they do, they juice those things.
The 50-year-old dad who just seen his son pitch a home run 4 straight times in a row. That's who he's mad about because his son's out there. His son's out there getting embarrassed because the other kid's hitting like 5 home runs, flipping the bat, and now his son's gonna get bullied at school for the rest of the year because he can't pitch.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, we need 5 innings of middle relief right now from you. I don't care how many bat flipping home runs give up. You're in there, buddy.
Exactly.
Up.
Go out there, Timmy. Play a game, Timmy.
He's just getting shelled. Poor kid. I can agree with that. All right, so I do have literally one single Madden question here because Haley's not you know she's getting used to Madden, but I know she's not gonna have too much of an opinion about the Team of the Year players that came out right now. But the simple question here is gonna be for the Madden affiliate in the chat here, what is the one Team of the Year card that you are happy with? If you had to pick one card that you want to really try out on your team or that you're a big fan of that you've tried already, who is it? Who's the guy? Craig, you want to lead off here?
Let me go last. Let me go last.
Okay, Craig.
I feel like mine might be really broke here.
Jeez. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to Rowdy Time because he's sitting there and JG looks flustered right now up top. I don't want to throw to JG right now.
No, I'm good whenever. Yeah, go to Rowdy.
Yeah, Rowdy Time. Start us off here. Who's your card? Who's your guy?
My guy is Justin Jefferson. Even though like I don't play Madden anymore, I just like get on now and I like buy a card. I'm like, my team looks shiny. Yeah, that's like literally what I do now. And then I go in a game and I'm like, okay, I'm turning off the Xbox. I
quit.
I went on and I bought Justin Jefferson. And just so I can do the gritty, you know, like an install.
Oh yeah. The DK nice gritty emotes. I'm gonna float them across.
Yeah. When I play against
those are fire.
Yeah.
I was gonna attempt to do my own gritty, but I think it's best that we all don't see that. Yeah. I just like the gritty in the end zone on the CPU when I moss them, and then I feel really good about myself
on the CPU.
Oh damn! Is it a baked in like celebration on him? Is that his signature?
In solo battles?
I'm like 98% sure. It's got to be baked in, right?
Oh no, I need him now. Okay, good to know. So is he like dominant? Like is he 99 speed? I think on most teams, right? If you have the strat cards,
like 98, 99. Yeah, if you got like the +2, yeah. But yeah, it's Justin Jefferson. Who doesn't like Justin Jefferson? If you don't like Justin Jefferson, you're a hater.
There you go.
Hey, yeah, well, okay, fine, exactly. Or if you're a Packer fan or something like that, because he torches you guys. Okay, I get it.
I would get rid of Craigie's video there, but I'm worried that you guys have seen what happens when I try to do stuff with video in this chat. It goes crazy. Let's go straight to JG here. Who's your guy? Oh wait. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Fine.
I'm gonna stop talking.
No, my bad. I started talking too soon. I don't play too much Madden, but my thing throughout this year is try to avoid the God Squad, try to stick it to my Pat's theme team.
Yeah.
So we're going Cordero Patterson. I just think I haven't used him yet, mind you, but I think that based on how his last card was, I think he's good. I think he's going to be a good time. I think it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
Little bummed out we didn't get Mac, but I don't think anyone who thought Mac was really going to get votes over any of those guys was being remotely realistic. I mean, Patriots and all, but
I bought it like 40,000 votes for Mac Daddy Jones, and he didn't get it. So like,
real quick, I will say I don't love the way they did Team of the Year. It was weird. I feel like some of the voting was weird. Some of the guys that were listed in some positions, I feel like were in the wrong spots. It was strange. But other than that,
I actually agree with that. But I like the concept of it being voted for. I just think the players
they're going in the right direction. You know.
Also, more importantly, get rid of however this botting thing became a thing.
Bro,
stop it! Anti-cheat.
It's terrible.
Let us vote in game with tokens. Yes. That's all you have to do. You can't cheat that. That's one vote per person.
Literally, they did that earlier this year with the ugly sweaters. Like, did they not think of this? Like, oh, that worked out well.
Literally in sets. Like, what? We have to do in sets. You put one thing.
There you go. House rules. House rules. You get Team of the Year tokens. That's a fun way to vote. That's creative. You got to play the game. You get to vote.
And if you know me, you know I'm anti-house. Unless it's head-to-head or weekly, I ain't playing it. If you want to play house rules, that's how you do it. That's how you do it right there.
Exactly. I just spam my cancel Clint Oldenburg emotes in the chat right now because you guys already.
That's an emote? I've never seen that. Oh,
bro, it's crazy. The only negative is that with the floating emotes, you don't get the cross out, so it looks like I'm just a big Clint fan. But honestly, it's that's the only negative. It doesn't animate. Can we get that added to Twitch too? Can we get floating animated emotes? I think that's the next.
My guy. Our guy, WTF Gamepad, had a Where's Waldo, but it was Where's Clint for a very long time.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that.
So good.
Community too. So good.
Oh, he's the best. Yeah, he's the guy who got me started streaming that, man. Good dude.
One of the most interesting, honestly, I haven't seen him fire up a stream in a long time, but his impersonations and his characters that he does are just like
Rob Ukulele.
Incredible. Bro, Rob Ukulele is so good. And he's on TikTok now too, actually. So shout out to Gamepad, man. He is on TikTok. Go look him up. I'll drop a link later in the chat if you guys want to check him out for sure. Now what I want to do here, guys, we're gonna get off the Madden topics right now.
I had a player.
You got a player? You got this sent in. I want to hear this. Who's the player?
Me too, maybe.
Who's the player?
Justin Jefferson.
Hey, let's go. I mean, DK Nice does have the emotes. Did that have anything to do with your voting on this one?
Just don't read chat,
Let's go. I love it. Well, that's the great thing. I never read my chat anyways, so this is perfect. Especially not on podcast days. My chat is so toxic.
Yeah, I just feel like that name's a good name. It may have been recommended to me.
This is music to my ears. I love it.
But we're gonna go with that person.
Yeah, let's go. Justin Jefferson. I'm firing my emotes in the chat right now. So we got
Craigie's never going to be welcome back because of his Justin Jefferson slander.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Honestly,
that's his fault for having the Packers fan on. Like that's Murph's fault.
Yeah, you know what? I got to do my research next time. I thought he was one of those Packers fans, and it's still like when we're both out of the playoffs, can we not just band around and be buddy for at least a few months a year?
I actually quite like Justin Jefferson. He's probably the only Vikings player and Pat Pete, but that's because I love Pat Pete before he freaking went to the Vikings. Anyway, apart from those two, heck them all. But apart from that, those two I get down with. My Team of the Year card, surprise, Javon Hargrave is easily my Team of the Year card that I want to use. Dude's a D tackle. like 300 and something pounds. I don't know what the whole thing is. He's like 90 speed. Gets all the thresholds with the finesse move, the pass move, the block shed. He's got like 95 acceleration. Him on the D line, say no more. That's my guy.
Have you tried him out yet? Like, have you got to play in game with him at all yet? Oh man,
I haven't used him yet, but I want to use him very, very quickly. He looks like a huge W.
You're the second person I've heard today say Hargrave is their favorite one. I saw Big Evo on Twitter was saying he's never been this excited for a D tackle card in the game. So
he looks so good.
He does look really good. And honestly, I have a second DT. There's literally never a situation other than goal line where I might have two DTs on the field. But like he looks so good that I might actually pick up a second decent defensive tackle. He might get me out of 3-3-5 wide. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, man. Honestly, I think the cards were pretty good as the Niners theme team guy. I think it was a great promo. I don't see what all the fuss is about. I got 4 new players for my theme team. If you were a Titans fan or a Chiefs fan, I think I saw my guy Beans in the chat saying there were not a single Chiefs player in this promo as well. So I mean, that's kind of troubling. So I think really,
or you know, the Packers, the team that tied with the best record in the league. But I'll shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's go. I know there's no logic behind this. Honestly, like some people explained it as like it's a promo for like whatever player doesn't have a card, that like whatever good player doesn't have a card. That's basically what Team of the Year is. And I think
that's what it was.
Yeah,
what it was because the reason I say that is because you can tell with Josh Allen. What it was okay. So the next 3 promos, these guys aren't getting a card. Therefore, give us enough time to maybe decide that we can switch it out. Therefore, we'll put them in. If Justin Herbert ends up getting a card, well, he's not getting a card at Easter then. That's basically what it was. Because the second I saw Josh Allen's name not up there, I went, okay, well, he's getting a playoff card then. Because he's not getting MVP.
We knew it.
He's not getting Offensive Player of the Year. So he's getting a playoff card then. And then, surprise, surprise, on Friday we got a Josh Allen playoff card.
And now, obviously, I think Tyrann Mathieu got to get a card coming up because he's still sitting at a core elite, 86, I'm pretty sure. He's in the playoffs right now. He's got to get one this week. Dalvin Cook, try swinging him into a playoff promo now, and the Vikings didn't even sniff it. Like they're gonna have to make a new promo just to get Dalvin Cook a new card in this damn game because the Vikings were so bad. So
ain't he just an 83 still? Dalvin is.
It's crazy bad. I'm not bringing up
something bad.
He's very bad.
I think he got maybe a little team of the week.
Okay, well that's decent. Yeah. I don't like how they'll intentionally not give guys cards because they expect them to get a Super Bowl or an MVP. Or that's just like give them a card when they deserve it. Don't be like, well, I'm holding a card for 2 weeks from now. Like just well, 2 weeks one. Like a couple months out. Like we waited so long for so many upgrades. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I think what makes it the worst is the power training up.
Devontae Adams got Team of the Week 1. Didn't get a card till May, I think.
Yeah,
so he didn't get a card for 8 months last year.
His card's still new. He got the zero during Zero Chill, right? Is that, or was it after Zero Chill when he got his card?
So this year he got a card in Zero Chill, and they gave him they gave him the most usable Devontae Adams card in the history of Madden.
Yeah.
Whereas last year I think he was the Team of the Week hero for Week 1 in Madden 21, and then from then until May when they did Team Masters, I think it was called.
Yeah.
That was the last time he got a card. His upgrade went from being an 89 to a 99. And between then, he didn't get a card. It was great.
It's so bad. You know who will never have a usable card is Michael Thomas. He will never get a usable card in this game. I swear. He's gonna be a 99 overall with 89 speed.
Maybe a hot take, maybe not. I completely agree.
Yeah.
He should be slow, should always be unusable. Fight me about it. Whenever people are saying he was the number 1 receiver,
yeah.
Okay.
I got me going.
Slant boy, let's go, Rowdy.
How do people get these cards?
Wait. How do people pick these cards? Honestly, it's good question. We there's a bit of a disconnect with the community and the developers of the game. Like we sometimes I think they just have a tank of beach balls with players' names, and then they get some dolphins to go and move them around and do a tube. I don't know if there's a better way that they do it.
I'll break it down for you. Yeah. Okay, imagine going to McDonald's, right, and being I want a double cheeseburger. And then you pull up to the window, right? Okay, even better. You pull up to the window, right? You get your food and you're driving home, and they give you I don't know, just a bun.
Filet-O-Fish.
With they give you a bun. They give you a bun, right? No meat, no cheese, no nothing, and they just write IOU. That's pretty much what happens with Madden. You're hey, I want, give I don't know, Michael Vick a new QB card. They're okay, and then they give us a halfback card. And put Michael Vick there, who's a football player. They put him at halfback instead of putting him at quarterback and give him a better card that we asked for. Okay, we're gonna give you him, but we're gonna not put him where you want him. We're going to give him at a running back instead. And you're gonna have to deal with it, and we're gonna throw some dirt in your eye like Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3. Okay, that's pretty much what they do.
Hey, whoa! Are we getting Spider-Man? Wait, is Spider-Man 3 the new one? I have no idea. I haven't. No,
Spider-Man 3 is like a Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if we're getting spoilers for the new Spider-Man, this will literally be against TOS. Yeah. JG's out of here. Don't worry, we're good. We're good, JG.
Hey, I literally was talking about.
I saw it like day one.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say there's no way JG has not seen the new Spider-Man immediately.
I'm the king nerd out here, bro. Forget Artem, I'm king nerd.
Yeah.
By the way, the LTDs for Madden did get T's/1 release. If you guys were wondering.
Yeah.
You got a 97 cornerback for the Lions, Amani, and not gonna try to pronounce that last name. Overware, maybe.
He looks great.
And then the other one, they just show an emote for a dolphin, so I'm going to assume they're probably a dolphin. No clue who it's going to be, though. Really not Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, another Jalen Waddle. It'll be an identical card to his team of the
year. It'll be Gaskin, Gesicki, or Tua. It'll be one of the three.
I could see Gaskin, another running back. They love to drop running backs. Yeah. It's their favorite. Ricky Williams? No, you don't need Ricky. Here you go.
Can you imagine a Tua, though? Tua hasn't gotten cards this year, really, either. People were talking about Tua this week on Twitter.
I mean...
I can't use lefties.
Considering it makes zero logic to give us another QB, considering we got like 5 last week, it will be Tua.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about see, this is basically it, Haley. Whatever makes the least amount of sense for what the community wants, that's what we'll get. They seem to do the exact opposite of what we're thinking about.
It's opposite day every day. There, it's opposite day.
Yeah. They released 4 QBs for Team Diamonds. Oh, guess what? We're also going to bring out Josh Allen this week instead of next week, so he comes out on Friday as well.
Precisely.
One of the
Public Relations 101. What do they want? I don't care. Don't give it to them.
Oh, the Season 4 player? You know we gave you all a Season 4 player? We're also going to give him a Team Diamond.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They dropped Sean Alexander, a captain, and our level master Tony Baselli in the same promo. Like that is impressive level of trolling. Just hats off to you.
And on top of it, they made Joe Montana faster than Rodney Harrison, or they have the exact same speed. My bad.
Yeah. Well, no, I just want to know how
Montana's almost faster than Vince Young.
In a year, Montana gained 9 speed on his card, but he hasn't played a game in a year. How the fuck does that work?
I bet you, and I have Joe Montana as my backup for the team chems on the theme team. I bet you that Joe Montana throws left-handed because I'm pretty sure they mixed him up with Steve Young. I'm pretty sure they mixed him up with Steve Young. I haven't taken a snap, but honestly,
a lot of people were saying that because he was a field general last year. His playoff MasterCard last year was a 97 with 82 speed, and this year they went
and couldn't get Gunslinger. His playoff couldn't get
Gunslinger. Exactly.
And this is why I just play 2K, and all I have to deal with is Yao Ming at center and Shaq at point guard in a few months. But you know what? At least they're giving us the cards we want.
It sounds way worse.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
actually so toxic.
No, Rowdy. I'm kind of here. It's so much worse. It's not even a joke. Don't even say it's good.
I'm having a much better time.
Shaq freaking moving around like he's Steph Curry, pulling up from half court. It's not fun.
It's better than me sitting my 5'8" cornerback at Derrick Henry at QB.
Yeah, but you got that. Derrick Henry's useless anyway.
Can we just go and just play like fantasy games now, guys? Can we just get rid of the sports gaming altogether? There's no pleasant sports gaming experience. I don't think.
Why do you think I'm playing freaking Mario on stream now,
bro? Honestly, Friday the new Pokemon drops. Let's go.
No, hey, is this another one like the same format as like the Game Boy type ones? Or is it? Is
it this Friday?
No, this new Pokemon Legend Arceus is getting a little weird. It's almost like a third person. You're throwing Pokeballs. It looks wild, but I'm here for it. I'm definitely.
It's on Friday.
Yeah, all Friday. All we're doing was just hanging out, vibing, and playing Pokemon.
Let me just message my brother. I want my Switch back right now.
Let's go hook it up.
Let's take it ASAP.
Now, guys, to bring it home here, we've done a lot of sports talk right now, and I appreciate you guys spending so much time in the chat, but I wanted to do a kind of a quick hit series of some lifestyle type questions here. So this is where Haley's really going to shine, because these are just questions that you could ask anybody, and it doesn't have anything to do with sports, and it's beautiful, and I want to get your guys' opinions here. So best fast food joint, guys. This could be a local fast food joint that maybe some of us who are not from your area might not know about, or this could just be straight up, I like to eat Filet-O-Fish every Friday because I'm nasty. It could be whatever you want it to be. All right, who are we starting here? Craigie, what do you have fast food in your country?
Let's get fast food. We definitely have fast food. Now the options.
Yeah.
Compared to you guys, complete dog shit, 100%.
Yeah?
Yes.
There's
we have like
fast food.
We have McDonald's, we have KFC, Burger King. They're like the main like 3 that are like everywhere. I'm probably forgetting
Hold on, you're
like
forgetting Subway. I seen you eat Subway the other day live.
Subway's
salad. I also had Subway today.
Yeah, Subway again.
Let's go.
I had Subway today, yeah.
Nice.
And Subway. So actually, now you said that, Subway is probably my number 1 because like there isn't really much else. There's literally one Chipotle, or there's like 2, but like there's like 2 Chipotles. They're both in London. If I lived in London, I'd say Chipotle because I had it once. It was unbelievable.
Amazing.
As I don't, I'll be honest, I'd say Subway. But we really have many options, so it's kind of like LBJ just said, like we don't really have that variety, I should say.
Yeah, I will say, like, you guys do have some good pub food though. Like I love like the meat pies and stuff. Like
that we do have.
I lived off that. The gravy, the meat pies, it's incredible stuff right there. Yeah. But not fast. I swear to God, I waited like an hour and a half for mine to be.
Oh yeah, that's why you get a drink and you sit there and talk about everything you possibly can for an hour and 20 minutes, and then you get your food.
Exactly. No, that's the system there. It's all a sales tactic.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, Subway's a good call. I'm down with Subway. I got one right across the street from work. I eat Subway like 3 times a week. It's pretty good. It's healthy.
I love Subway.
Rowdy time. What are we eating here? What's the fast food glitch?
Well, it's not going to be Five Guys, as everyone knows. So I'm gonna be. I'm gonna put Cookout. Cookout is a more of a southern place. It is. Listen, you can pretty much you pull up right, and you're like, hey, I want a tray. You get like a double cheeseburger, right, with like some bacon and like whatever else you want, like some fries, and then like a quesadilla with a large drink for like $5.65.
Damn.
That yeah, bro. You can't beat it. Honestly, it is a southern delicacy over here.
Incredible.
Yeah. No, it's top tier, and they're open till like 3 a.m. So it's like you're honestly like you're chilling. You're like, hey, 2 a.m. I want a double cheeseburger with some fries and a quesadilla, and like I don't know, like a huge like cherry Coke or something. You just pull up there, and like they're like, hey, here we go, got you. Give it to you in a little tray, and then you're on your way.
Cherry Coke too? Is that the go-to?
No, I hate cherry Coke. I was just using an example. I hate all cherry drinks. I think they're all awful.
Why would you say it then?
I don't know. It just came off the top of my head.
I love it. Hey, a cherry.
You have that much hatred. You have that much hatred. It's on your mind all the time. God damn it, I hate cherry drinks. They're just the worst. So oh my god.
Instantly pulls it out of there. My god. But you know what?
It was the one. It's the one L take of the week that Rowdy hasn't got out now. He's got it out now. Everyone now knows that.
Yeah, it's the cherry Coke take. That's what's going to get him canceled this week. I mean, he gets canceled every week for a variety of sports and lifestyle tweets.
Yeah, 100%.
So now he's just doing it in real time. You love to see it. Honestly,
perseverance, man. Perseverance, the fight by Rowdy to dig out of these things every time.
Yeah, exactly. It brings you back stronger every 4 days.
He's like a phoenix rising from the bad take ashes.
You can't cancel me. You can try as hard as you want, but it's never gonna happen. I'm just like you. I'm just like the people on ESPN that everyone hates their takes. You still watch me. You still listen to my opinion, and you're still gonna look at my tweet at the end of the day. So guess what? I'm gonna keep on pushing the takes out there.
AKA Skip Bayless, as Murphy said before. 100%. AKA Skip Bayless.
Yeah, he's right up there. He's in good company. Haley, now I'm interested to hear yours too, because we probably have the exact same options for fast food since we're both in Toronto. What's your go-to?
I don't really eat a lot of fast food. Considering I worked in a fast food restaurant for a while.
Yeah.
And after I quit, I was like, yo, I do not want to eat this.
Yeah.
But I like Wendy's.
Wendy's is good. What's your go-to? I like the Frosties they have there, to be honest. Frosties are pretty glitchy in the summertime.
They're pretty good. I usually get the spicy chicken sandwich or chicken nuggets, but not the chicken tenders because they'd be too dry. So
yeah, you got to get a lot of sauce for them. But honestly, I like the Baconators there at Wendy's. Wendy's is one that I never. There aren't a lot of them where I'm at in Toronto. You kind of have to go to the outskirts a bit. But honestly, it's nice. It's just greasy. It's one of the greasy, the Baconator is one of the greasiest things that I've ever consumed.
Bro,
but it's so good. Pardon?
I've never had one of those.
You honestly, unless you like, it's basically like 2 patties, and then it's like a weave of bacon. It's like I want to say 6 strips of bacon, maybe. Maybe it's only 3.
You gotta get
you
have to get the Baconator fries with it too, though. You have to get the Baconator and the Baconator fries. I mean, if you're gonna go,
almost guarantee you we don't have that due to our health codes in Canada. I'm pretty sure Baconator fries don't exist. I think that's illegal. There's no way. We can get like buffalo chicken poutine and stuff here in Canada that you guys probably don't get down there. Like, do you guys have like poutine as like a regular thing?
You don't know what poutine is. Whenever I talk to somebody in the States, they're like, what is that?
You guys have poutine?
Gravy, the cheese curds. I know what's up. I spent a New Year's in Montreal. It was phenomenal. I got food poisoning.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You got food poisoning.
Jay in Montreal 2 years?
Yeah. It was. I think it was either 2018 or 2019. Me and the missus went up, stayed a couple days up in the wonderful city of Montreal. Those fireworks were out of control. Out of control. I thought Americans love fireworks. My word.
You probably had better poutine than I've had then, JG. If you had it in Montreal, that's where it originates, like in Quebec,
right?
Really?
No kidding.
Yeah. So what about JG? What's your go-to here? Are there any New England staples or any like Patriots Nation staples?
So there's not much for like local fast food that I don't think has leaked everywhere else yet, and unfortunately, I'm a little boring as some know. I can't eat gluten without getting sick, so I can't really eat much.
Yes.
I used to be a big fried chicken guy. Popeyes, someone mentioned in chat, is like literally like a minute from my house right now. It's fantastic, but unfortunately, the really only thing I can eat consistently besides French fries with the gluten issue is Taco Bell. So by default, sadly, I gotta go Taco Bell. I tell you what, though, those little cheesy Fiesta potatoes, they're phenomenal. They're great.
I haven't had those either before. I've only had like the Doritos Locos tacos and the
that's my go-to. Yeah, the Doritos. Yeah, Dorito tacos. Hook it up. Couple of those Fiesta potatoes, and we're rocking.
Yeah, honestly, Taco Bell is really rare in Toronto too. Like it's. You might get, we probably have like 5 of them spread out. I can't even think of where the Taco Bells would be. There was one in my old neighborhood. Now there's not one within like a 20-minute drive of where I live now.
There's a KFC, there's a Taco Bell.
That's true. Do you guys have that in the States too, where Taco Bells and KFCs are paired up?
Yeah. Not always, but they sometimes also throw Pizza Hut in there, and it's 3, and it's like, pick a couple, bro.
I've had
a Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Wait, okay. Does anybody else have like the McDonald's gas stations?
No, what?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I have a ton here. So, especially here in like the South, there are a lot of gas stations.
Different to what you guys think.
Yeah, it's literally like a gas station, and then like you go to there's like a building right beside it, but they're put together, and then it's McDonald's.
So we have that with a lot of Dunkin' Donuts.
Can you pay for your gas at the McDonald's checkout?
Maybe. You're like, I want a Big Mac, and I would like 20 on pump 4, please.
That's insanity. We have like on our.
It's not like that. It's definitely not like that.
No, it's probably like we have like the highways and like your guys' freeways. Like we have the en route ones. Yeah, that's what that.
Yeah. So like
The only thing I can like a gas station is like a Tim Hortons.
Yes, Tim Hortons gas stations exist for us.
Tim Hortons?
Yeah. We got Dunkin' Donuts gas stations here. Fitting enough. Dunks. The old Dunkachinos.
Honestly, like I bet you the menu at Dunkin' Donuts is identical to the one we have at Tim Hortons. Are you
very
fan,
similar?
You like it? Yeah. Like you like Tim Hortons, Haley? Are you a fan? Do you like their coffee? Are you like is that your go-to?
Oh my gosh, me and Luch, we talk about Tim Hortons a lot in his chat.
Yeah, it's honestly like my wife likes the French vanillas from there. I'll take it or leave it. I'm not a.
You know what you need? You need to mix a hot chocolate and a French vanilla together. Ask them for half and half of French vanilla.
That sounds fire.
That sounds incredible. Holy crap!
Yeah, I honestly that does sound good.
Fire. I just like to be in a car with my wife when she orders one because the French vanilla makes it smell like incredible, like a Glade plug-in. I love it. It's great. But I'm like a plain guy. We got a bunch of these like coffee syrups for Christmas for my brother-in-law, and I've been having like way too much sugar in my coffee lately. Now I drank a black coffee this morning. I was like, this tastes bitter as hell. This is nasty. I can't go back now.
Murph is making contraptions like he's on like Harry Potter, like making a potion.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Dude, my man's the Eisenberg of coffee, bro.
Get some Bernie bots in here.
A little splash.
just a little splash. Yeah, it's.
Look at this. Iced coffee is so good.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. The iced caps.
I've only been getting into coffee like the last. I'm gonna become a coffee drinker probably the last like 2 months. I started off drinking iced coffee. Iced coffee is next.
I hate coffee. All coffee. I only drink it when I need to poop.
Oh my God, Rowdy! Thank you for that. Look at it. Now I gotta cut off the stream. That right, Rowdy. My wife is in the chat right now. She just came in, and that's the first impression she has of you. Just, I'm kidding, Rowdy. That's incredible.
Hashtag Mr. Sunglasses Guy. Hashtag coffee poop. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get it trending, boys.
Hey, at least he's honest, right, Jess? At least he's honest, okay?
All right, I need an animated emo in your chat now. Coffee.
And I will say, I might upset the U.S. people, but I gotta say, Tim Hortons might be better than Dunkin' Donuts, allegedly.
Dunkin' Donuts is like the worst thing I've ever been in my life. I walk in and it's just depressing. At least the ones around here.
Yeah, there's some of them are like super retro looking. I love going into like retro businesses that haven't upgraded. Like that's one of my things. Like I feel good when I go into like an old restaurant. Like we have even in Canada we have like our beer stores because we can't buy liquor and beer in like an actual grocery store or like a gas station. So we have like government run stores and like they have these old beer stores that are like really retro looking. There's only a few of them left and then they modernized it and made it look all fancy and new school. But I can't. Wait, what is my wife saying here? I can't with Tim Hortons. Tastes like cardboard. Wow, my wife is not a fan of Tim Hortons. That's Jess. To each their own. Okay, I will eat Tim Hortons, but again, I will.
What does she drink?
Is that enough to get removed from the country?
She drinks the French vanillas. She likes the French vanillas, though. I will. Don't lie about that, Jess. I know you like the French vanillas. All right, let's move on to our next one here. This is an interesting one here, and I will not answer this question because Jess is in the chat right now. Celebrity crush.
Please.
Who is your celebrity crush? I want to start with Craigie. Go, Craigie. It sounds like you got yours locked and loaded here.
I mean, mine is pretty. Yeah, mine's like, but I mean, mine's like shoot a shot. Like everyone, I think everyone my sort of age would probably say it's Madison Beer is like easily number one for me.
Wait a second. Is this an actual celebrity or is this a TikTok celebrity?
No. Madison Beer is an actual celebrity. She's singing.
Because I had this with
she's also a TikTok celebrity too, though.
Oh, okay, Rowdy, don't do that now. That's some disrespect. Well, what is? We have to have words after this. Come on.
What is the one that Dirksy's obsessed with? Is that right?
No, that's Addison Rae.
I was close. Okay, I was close.
I mean, in all fairness, they're both like I would like deem them in the how people view them. I guess in the subcategory they want to be in. They're in the same sort of category.
Yeah. Okay, and what is this character? This Madison? What is she famous for?
Madison
Would I know her? I don't know.
She's a singer.
A singer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's talent involved there too. Okay, I like that. Yeah. And because I was gonna say, Go Geezy came on here and he literally said somebody on his celebrity crush was somebody who had like maybe 3,000 followers on TikTok. I'm like, bro, that's not a celebrity. That's just a person who might have had one viral video.
Go celebrity. Go. You just have to be walking around like on his campus, and Goat's like, "You're my crush."
Exactly. You're my celebrity crush.
You hit the lottery.
That might be a pickup line.
It's like your wife asked for your hall pass, and you're like, the waitress at Applebee's. Like, that's not how this works. No,
they ask Goat. They're like, so what's your specialty? He's like, gun bunch, baby. And 325 wide.
Oh my god, I love it. Rowdy, who I gotta hear yours. Who's your celebrity crush?
That's like 3.
I'm going in the older category. Jennifer Aniston. Is mine. Woman ages like a fine wine. Okay, listen.
Let's go. Are you a big fan of Friends or what? How did this start? How did this?
I mean, listen, dude. I had seen her before I'd ever seen Friends, and then I seen Friends. I was like, I'm even more in love. Like, it's just, it is what it is.
Wow. I will say, like whenever my wife and I, what was the show we were watching? The morning show with Jennifer Aniston. It's like,
I've heard that show's really good.
It's really good.
Reese Witherspoon is a very close second. Her and Jennifer Aniston. Listen. If either of you like are looking for a young stud like me, I'm available.
There you go. You heard it here first. If J-Lo or if any of the I said J-Lo.
Any of the older, fine, celebrity women are looking for
J-Lo's
young
stud.
Jennifer Aniston.
Is the definition of fine wine.
Yeah, like what is going on? Is this doctors? Is this skincare regimens? I will not look like any of these celebrities when I turn their age. I will absolutely look my age. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'll be balding with gray hair. Much we were watching that show though, and Jess was like, holy crap, man, she looks incredible. And I don't even know how old she is, and I'm not even gonna imagine, but like I know J-Lo for a fact is over 50. And my wife says it's Botox. But like J-Lo is over 50 now and might look even better than she did when I was like in elementary school. And she had her singles coming out. Like, it's kind of crazy. Haley, who is your celebrity crush here? Let's get a female perspective on the issue here.
Luch.
No, if it was anybody in the Twitch community, okay, I'm not gonna say it. Anyway.
Oh,
in the Twitch community, is DK. You already know.
Of course it's DK.
DK. Oh, he's a celebrity for sure.
Nice. He is a celebrity.
DK's a legend.
Yeah.
But no, celebrity crush would be. I don't know. That's hard. I have like top 3.
You can give us the top 3. You don't have to order them
top
even.
3?
We'll take it.
Okay.
Look at DK says Jesus. LOL.
Yeah, I saw.
DK, let's go. Yeah.
Probably OBJ.
Let's see. Oh, Odell Beckham. He's a swaggy dude.
He's into some stuff though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, OBJ. That's right. I don't know. You don't want to Google him though. He's a bit of a freak. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard some things, but
that's one way to put it.
Yeah. OBJ wore like what's that Richard Mille watch on the field? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, OBJ wore like a $500,000 watch on the field while he was playing football. That alone is like swagger on 100,000. Like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, oh, okay, no, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna write that down. You're gonna work today.
Yeah,
I like A Boogie.
A Boogie with the hoodie, is that his name? I know his music.
A
I don't know what he
Boogie
looks
with
like.
a hoodie. Hey, I love A Boogie.
I love him. And then of course Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry, yeah. Steph Curry's you know what?
Baby face.
Yeah.
He ain't baby face no more, but he used to be.
Yeah. He used to. It's funny to think of Steph Curry being a veteran in the NBA now, because I remember him playing at Davidson in college and literally looking like he weighed 112 pounds and being like kind of like a scraggly little dude. And now he's like, yeah, he's a superstar now. He's he's got an entire beauty team, I'm sure, at his disposal.
Wait, Steph Curry's mom is 3rd on my list, by the way.
Oh my God, Rowdy Time, Jesus, Rowdy Time, have you no shame?
Number 2, sweet.
You can see a trend of where I'm going. Like you can kind of tell the trend of
Reese Witherspoon, Stephen Curry's mom. That's Rowdy Time's list right there.
Bro,
let's go.
Rowdy, do you need to talk about your childhood, my man?
He's looking for a sugar mama at this point. It sounds like.
Dude, I gotta listen. We gotta get new equipment around here somehow. All right, Murphy, don't be hating. All right, listen.
Let's go. And JG, I know you are fiancéed up at the moment, but what is do you have a celebrity crush?
Oh, she knows the list if she's listening. Okay, first of all, we'll give you a quick top 3. Number 3 is definitely Raw Dog. No questions asked. Love that man.
Let's go. Good looking gentleman. Absolutely.
Number two, easily Ryan Reynolds. We're gonna ignore that one though.
Yeah,
Number
I'm
1
on that one too.
is
shredded.
I don't remember. I would have to assume it was Emma Stone. I think Easy A I enjoyed. I loved her as Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Man movies. Whatever. Don't care if it spoils. The second one fucked me up. That was very emotional for me. And I really like musicals, so La La Land I enjoyed a great deal. Which brings me to like a 3B in Ryan Gosling. You gotta love the Gosling. But yeah, something about Emma Stone. I just like her style. I don't know, you know?
Ryan Gosling's a meme, even more so in Canada. I don't know if you guys know how much of a meme that Ryan Gosling is, but there's like books of there's pictures of him with like him talking to you as if he's your boyfriend. You can order these at like bookstores around here, and it's like Ryan Gosling. He's like, "Hey babe, you're looking good," and it's like a picture of him like taken off social media, and it's weird. It's like fan written. So he's a real meme. He's a good looking dude.
And I tell you what, that '70s show growing up. Mila Kunis. She was awesome in that show.
Why is Ryan Gosling the mean? He's the best.
It's a good show. I love that show.
The best. No, it's more that he's just like
like
everybody's celebrity crush in Canada. I don't know.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
For me, I think I saw this.
Reynolds, but...
There was a tweet. You know that guy? What's his name? Rex Chapman. He puts a lot of stuff out on Twitter. He has like a lot of like viral type things that people respond to. I think I saw Big Cap tweeted one out, and it was who your first celebrity crush was, and I think mine goes back to Power Rangers. I'm pretty sure the Pink Ranger. Kimberly that was my first crush back in the day.
That was your first crush.
That was my first crush. Yeah. If not Kelly Kapowski from
Kelly Kapowski.
But even then, I was watching reruns. I don't want to age myself too much. I was watching reruns. Okay, I'm not that old.
Topanga.
That everyone says that. I don't know. I don't know, man. Topanga.
I was definitely more of a Kelly. Lisa Turtle. I tell you what.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Yo, Topanga, listen, I recently
going last name too. Like, chill.
I recently started watching I recently finished Boy Meets World and never seen it before. I'm like, Topanga. I get why everyone Topanga's up there. And what's her face from Saved by the Bell or whatever?
Yeah, that's the Kelly Kapowski. Yeah, that's the
oh yeah, Kelly.
Yeah, fan favorite. That was Big Kep's actually answer right there. So just to age, he's a little bit older than I am.
That seems like a Big Kep answer, to be honest with you.
100%. 100%.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, guys, I think basically what I want to do here, because I've taken a lot of your time, guys. You guys have done an amazing job, crushed all the questions, including the sports questions. Got some very hot takes. Might have to delete the VOD. Might not be able to post this to YouTube with how bad some of these takes have been. But no, you guys have been incredible. The last thing I want to do is why should we watch? So for people in here who've been chilling the whole time and getting to know you guys a little bit, why should we tune in to your stream? What do you bring to the table? Look at JG's like, oh my god, I knew this would come. Why didn't I plan an answer? But let's start off. How about we start off ladies first on this one? Haley, so you're tell us what you stream. Tell us a little bit about you, because you're kind of new to the Madden community.
I'm new to streaming, actually. Yeah. I've only been streaming for like 7 months now.
Let's go.
So nice. I'm pretty new to Twitch. I stream Cold War, Warzone. When I hop on like 2K, my chat begs me to get off.
Because you're too good? Is that what it is? Too dominant?
Oh yeah. Like when I shoot, goes onto the other court net. Like, come on now.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, I'm the same way when I played. Let's go. We could be teammates. Some pretty good teammates, honestly.
2K Tuesday coming in hot.
Yeah. Nice. So, and what's the vibe of your stream? Yeah.
It's very welcoming, I feel like. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of people don't watch me for my gameplay. They more watch me for me. Because the amount of times I get clipped not even playing the game, it's beautiful. Wonderful. But I feel like my community is more just like we vibe, we chill, we do a lot of just chattings, we watch like shows and stuff, which I can't do anymore because I'm on the last straw with Twitch. Twitch don't like me.
Oh, are we talking strikes here? Uh-oh.
Okay, so funny story. I was doing a subathon that started on December 31st, and that's the day I got unbanned for my first ever ban on Twitch.
Wow.
15 days after, I'm still in my subathon and I get banned while I was sleeping during my subathon.
No shot. What for? Did they say it was like copyright material or something? Or?
So the very first one was because I was watching a show. Like, I'll take full responsibility for that. I was watching a show, and then Twitch retweeted a tweet that I posted saying, "Oh, I'm live, come vibe," and bare people came.
No.
And I got reported.
Oh no.
Yeah. So then the second one, I was sleeping, and I don't even remember what was playing, but we were watching something while I was sleeping. It was on YouTube too, so it wasn't like anything TOS, nothing. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like AMP, like YouTubers. I wake up, my account's gone. Like, I was reported for a movie I wasn't even watching.
Oh god,
I wasn't even watching this movie. But then the thing is, I had people come in my chat earlier that day saying, like, they followed me, and I usually, like, oh, like, thank you for the follow, like, this, everything else. Yeah. And they're like, you can tell when it's a first-time chatter. And it says, oh, don't thank me for your follow, like, you're just gonna get banned. So I'm just convinced people are after me on this path.
Trolled by somebody.
Oh, you just got targeted.
Yeah,
someone just got that. Yeah, that's the worst.
This is the dark side of the outside of Madden. This is why I'm afraid to go outside the Madden community. I'm afraid there's lots of these like little 11-year-olds who
listen,
troll you.
There's people like that in the Madden community. You're safe. You are not safe anywhere. You think you're safe just when you think you're out of the woodworks and you're like, okay, I'm kind of good, and then it's like surprise,
right? Yeah. Like, surprise, bitch! I got your DMs. Like,
it's like the Cam Newton. It's like the Cam Newton meme. I'm back. Like, it's some like weirdo.
It's true. For me, the nastiest. Go for it.
It just sucks because like being a female streamer, it's a lot different. Like, I know like we all get trolls in our chat and everything, but like when you really come down to it, I get a lot of guys in my chats that are different. Like, they're very. I don't even know how to describe them, but
basement dwellers.
I think we know what they're going.
You know the word.
People don't know how to behave themselves and don't treat you like they would if they were face to face, and that's a problem with the platform. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's even like as a female, like some guy could go in your chat and troll and then say the same exact thing to me, but being a female, it would come off differently.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely it does.
A lot of stuff with you guys, there's a lot of stuff that people will say that's sus to you guys, but when you reverse it and you say it to a female, it's just a lot like, wow, like...
Yeah.
Like,
it comes across as incredibly disrespectful and creepy and weird. Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of
I would say
people
creepy,
understand
weird
that.
is the...
Yeah, and I try explaining this to, like, my
Yeah.
guy streamer friends. They're like, oh, it's just trolling. But I'm like, if you were a female and you were told the same exact words that you're being, like... It's different.
Well, and that's something like I want to get the female perspective more because it's true. Like the Madden community is no offense, gentlemen. The Madden community is quite saturated with male streamers, and you know we got like streamers like Lauren who's out there who's an incredible female streamer in the Madden
Lauren's great, yeah.
And I'm trying to find more. You know, and you know, so it's actually kind of a blessing that you kind of popped in and were willing to set aside this time and kind of save the podcast today by hopping in here, Haley, and giving us your. Yeah, I really appreciate that. But we definitely, so the next step going forward for you, just keep doing your thing and then I guess try to avoid these weird trolls that are trying to get you your third strike against.
Sure. It's kind of sucks because, like, I'm a COD player, so, like, I get very toxic. Like, you guys might not think I'm toxic, but when I'm in that game and I have that headset, I am the most toxic person that could possibly be on Twitch at that time. And it's like, when I win a game and I just shit on you, and then you come to my chat, you have to follow me in order to talk. So the fact that you got that mad that a female just, like, destroyed your whole team, and then you spam report me, like...
At least make them drop the follow. At least grow the channel in the process. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate being on, Haley. Thank you so much. You crushed it on the podcast, and hopefully we can have you on here again at some point. That would be amazing. And Rowdy Time, why should we watch you, sir?
Oh, there's many reasons.
Here come the Joe Burr shades.
Sunglasses.
The sunglasses, the personality, okay? I have some of the best energy on Twitch. BRE, as I like to call it. Big rowdy energy, baby, okay? It's like BDE, but it's better, okay? And by I mean better, it's listen, when you get BRE injected into your veins, right? You get it pumping, all right? You're feeling alive, right? You feel like you could run through a brick wall. You can do flips on my air mattress over there. I do them a lot sometimes, you know? I've broken a bed on Twitch before. I've broken my entire bed. I broke the frame and everything, all right? Wood, everything, broke it live by jumping on it because that's how much energy I got. If you want the energy, you want the charisma, you want the jokes, you want the laughter, and maybe some mediocre gameplay, okay? Minor type, maybe some mediocre gameplay.
Definitely some mediocre.
And you want the best hot takes on Twitch and just random dance parties. I'm your guy, okay? And if you don't like that, that's okay. Because guess what? There's plenty of other plenty of other people for you to watch. All right?
Exactly. But why you should not watch
me though. But like, why not? Why would you not want to have a party with me, right? Like, what else do you got to do? Let's be honest here. I'm live about 8:30 every night. What else do you really got to do? It's like nighttime. Yeah, you could spend it with your significant other, or you could hang out with me and your significant other. You guys could both watch me and could just have a party, a dance party. Why don't you? I mean, it's the best of both worlds, as Hannah Montana would say.
Let's go! Wow, not only
can you show us some secret moves? Like, can we get a secret
listen.
You got to follow the TikTok for the secret moves.
All right. Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, I do a mean cha-cha slide. People actually hire me to come to their weddings to do cha-cha slides and lead the crowd.
I'm with that.
I can give you a full I can back up everything that Rowdy Time just said there, man. One of the most entertaining and influential streamers in the Twitch community, and Rowdy, I love seeing you kind of branch out, do some 2K, you know, still show love to the Madden community, but you're a whole lot of personality wrapped up in a sexy frame. So I mean, you got the star power, my dude. And
we got them love handles, baby. Got them love handles.
And I gotta get you and Haley to send me a logo so I can put you guys on the YouTube thumbnail now, man. So shoot me a message, you two. I'm gonna make you guys look all nice and cropped and give you a little bit of promo too. You guys killed it, man. Thank you so much. The right side really held it down, coming in and saving the day today. And now we got my guy Craigie58 at the bottom of the screen there. Craigie, tell us why we should check out your stream, sir.
Well, firstly, as I've learned over the last 8 months, apparently when you're in a very American/Canadian-based community, the accent goes crazy. So the accent is the biggest attraction, 1000%.
Oh yeah,
that's number one.
100%.
Number two is even though as you can tell by accent, I might be English from England. I can't speak English, so I'm really good at just making myself look like an idiot. So if you have a good time, look at some guy really enjoy himself, but also be in pain at the same time. Absolutely. I am your guy, 1000%. Exhibit B is my hand. It was an intense game. We were throwing it back the other day. Playing a little bit of Mario Strikers Charge, going back to my childhood. Intense game. And in celebration, because I came in the clutch and won, by yelling my hands in the air, I decided to punch my door frame. So... So that's a good example. But besides that, I say if you're a Madden dude, or not even a Madden dude, we're getting to that sort of time of the year where Madden's slowly on its way out. We've got the last few promos where they actually
quickly on its way out, very quick.
Yeah. They decide that they want to put some sort of effort in, and then they just don't care anymore. Like, oh, here's golden tickets. And now 8 months have passed. Oh, by the way, Man 23 is coming out in 5 days. We'll just let you guys know. So between that period of time when Man 23 comes out, I'm still gonna play Madden, venture, basically punish myself playing Weekend League because that's fun. But I do it for basically this is what I guess this is how CJ found me. When it was Theme Team versus Weekend League is going to be my thing for the next 5 months, basically.
I like it. It's good content, switching up the team. Yeah, it really is.
That's it. We're going to be playing a new Theme Team because everyone's like, oh, what Theme Team are you using? What Theme Team are you using? Well, I'm going to try to use as many as we can. So that, MCS is done, but I do like to compete. I've been a competitive person in gaming and out of gaming my entire life, so I do like to compete. So I'm not going to say I'm the best player in the world. I'm far from it, but I would say I'm a decent player. So we're going to look at some decent gameplay.
You're a damn good player, I will say. You had some real sweats in the LCQ games. What was that?
Just above. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Just above Rowdy. Rowdy says just above mediocre. I would say I'm just above that.
Let's go. Just above mediocre. I love that.
But no, I would say I'm not going to say I'm going to bring Rowdy's vibes, but I would say I'm just below Rowdy's level of vibes. We keep the vibes high. Energy high as well.
Rowdy's the baseline, and we have to go off of him. He sets the energy bar, and then we go up or down depending.
Rowdy
if you go up above me, I'm worried about your heart. You need to seek a doctor.
That's kind of where I was going, because Rowdy wakes up every morning and injects I don't know what he puts in his body, but it's fucking crazy.
G Fuel and Gamer Sups.
I snort G Fuel. I don't even drink it. I just snort it off the counter.
He dry scoop and snorts it.
My man is the Barry Bonds of Twitch. Wait.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's making the haul. And what about my guy JG up top? JG603. Why should we check out the Too Sweet side of things over there on your channel, my guy?
I don't know. No. So absolutely. So unfortunately, I've not had the pleasure of meeting Haley quite yet, but I can absolutely vouch for Craigie and Rowdy. They got fantastic vibes. And I like to think of myself as a great vibe guy myself. An average to, in 5 words, average to slightly above average player in most games. That's may have allegedly made MCS once upon a time. Those was a different
demon, JG. It's not a different JG.
You're better than me, bro.
You're a demon. JG's a demon, guys.
We one time beat Adam in the playoffs of the CFM. We're doing decent.
Yeah.
So we play a lot of games. We have fun doing it. A lot of Warzone, a lot of shooting, a lot of shenanigans. I will say we try to keep things these days relatively enjoyable across the board. And also, we like to get into pure shenanigans. And if one thing that you guys know about me, especially anytime we get the big raid, besides glass breaking, Stone Cold, is Kong! Exclamation mark Kong in the clean chat.
Let's go.
Oh, he put the Kong out.
Oh, baby. Little hydration. You love to see it, GG.
You know we had to do it.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, we like to have fun. Yeah, let's have some fun.
JG, man, you've been killing it for a long time, man, and one of the first streamers that I really got acquainted with when I came on the platform. And honestly, like, you know, Craigie, I've really gotten to know over the last few months, seeing you doing your thing over there, fighting in the LCQ and the MCS streets, Rowdy Time. It's been a pleasure watching you flourish and grow, sir. You may have the beard of a man, but you're a blossoming, boyishly good-looking streamer. And Haley, I've really gotten to know you a lot in the last month, I would say. And you've been, I really applaud you for kind of getting out here in these male-dominated Twitch Madden streets and showing support to so many different streamers and doing your own subathons as well. All of you guys are fantastic streamers and amazing content creators, and it was a blessing, even though this might not have been the format that we had envisioned even 3 hours ago. This ended up being an incredible podcast, and you guys were all did an amazing job and absolutely killed it. So thank you so much for being on, and I will be posting this thing on YouTube. So definitely I'll hit you guys up in DMs after this.